How's it going, guys? Welcome to my first YouTube video ever. So I apologize for the phone quality and if I make mistakes during this video. So today, my first video, I'm going to be showing you guys my wife's 350Z here and a tablet mod that I did for it. And I kind of want to go through a couple little extra things I did and how I wired some stuff here. So this is the 03 350Z, so they make this package for two different packages for the 03 to 05 and then the 06 to 08. Okay, so let's kind of go through here. So yes, it's an automatic. I don't need your comments, okay? It's for my wife. All right. All right, so this is the mod here, and actually I gotta grab the keys. But so this is the Workshop 12 Brainiac kit, and it works for only two tablets only. It is the Samsung 10.1 inch tablet, Galaxy Tab A, and it's models SM-T580 or 585. The difference is the 580 has the is Wi-Fi only, and the 585 supports LTE network for AT&T and T-Mobile. So I have the 585 so that we can use LTE network and we don't have to hotspot it all the time. So I'm going to kind of show you how this works. I have it wired into the ignition, so when I turn the car on, it turns the tablet on, and I have to go back through this. I had to do a reset here. But so I'm going to kind of go through what I did. Because I did a couple modifications because I live in Dallas, Texas, and it is hot. With the summer coming up, tablets do not like the heat. Okay, so first off, this is just magnetic. Okay, so this comes right off here. And you have the tablet here, which just pops right out, just like that. And you can see it's attached with a micro USB cable and then an aux cord, and I'll kind of go through how this plays through the speakers of the car here. So let's disconnect that and pop that out. Okay, so this was the little mod I did because I live in Dallas and I need to keep this tablet cool. Okay, so these are computer fans, and this one has 4 colors and this one has 3. All you have to care about is the red and black wire, that's power. And same here, red and black wire, that's power. So I'll show you the wiring, but I have these wired to a switch right here. So here's her base knob. I have this switch here. Now it is wired to constant power, but switched. So even with the car off, no key in the ignition, I can flip this switch and it's going to turn these fans on. These fans are going to be blowing directly on the back of that tablet to keep it cool when I need to. So, and then, you know, not to drain the battery, I can just flick it off when I need to. But if I'm going to run into a store, it's going to be real hot, I can leave that on. Okay, so we're going to pop this out. So I'm going to pop our little bezel out. Okay. This is going to come right up over the shifter. Okay, I'm going to leave this to the side here. And then I should have this screwed in, but I don't for the purpose of this video. So by the way, you cut this out so you have the little support bar here, and then the magnetic bezel covers these little tabs here. So when you have the tablet in, you don't see these. So anyway, let's pull this out. I'm trying to do this one-handed, and okay, so we're gonna undo that, and now I'm gonna kind of show you go over the wiring I did here. So okay, the first thing we have here is well, this is a right angle adapter, because if you go in straight, so this is how I originally had it, was this piece here, but that doesn't fit because it hits these gauges here. So I have a right angle aux adapter, okay, and then this is a aux to RCA adapter right here, okay. So aux to RCA, because that's how we're going to wire to our amplifiers that are going to play through the speakers, okay. And then this is really important when you're using aux. If you want some crystal clear sound, this is an inline noise isolator, ground loop isolator. So it's just a it's, I believe, male on this side. I'll leave links to these all below. So yeah, male on this side to female on this aux port here. And it goes to this little box that just isolates the ground loop. So here it is, SNI-1 RCA filter. Okay. Then next, I have two, and this is only because I have a subwoofer. You don't have a subwoofer, you only have a 4-channel amplifier for your speakers. This is not needed, but I have these spliced out here. If I can get around this. So this, you see how I have 4 that come out here? So these are, you know, splitters. This is a 1 male to 2 female splitter. And then one set of RCA cables goes to my, my subwoofer amplifier, my monoblock. And then the other set goes to my 4-channel amplifier that wire through the center console. You can kind of see some of the wires there out to where I have my amplifiers at. Okay, now for power. This is important because your tablet runs off of 5 volt, but your car gives off 12 volts. So that's where this comes into play here. You have this little box here. Okay. And this box is called a 12 volt to 5 volt step down 2 micro USB. Okay, so I have it grounded up here. I have this grounded, and then this is my fan's ground. So this is grounded, and then this is real simple. It just goes right to the ignition. This is the aftermarket. You know, I have the aftermarket kit for the speakers, not needed. But this is just wired into the 12 volt switch to the ignition source from the car. So when I switch the car to the on position, this gets energized, which then becomes a micro USB cable. Okay, this micro USB cable is what plugs into the tablet, and that's why when I turn the car on, the tablet turns on. Okay, and also on the tablet, under if you unlock the developer options, you can have, there's an option that says keep tablet on while charging. So since when this is on, that tablet always stays on, never turns off, and when I turn off the key, it turns off in 15 seconds. So that's something that you want to do. So I have that, and then as far as my fans, it's real simple. So I have these 2 fans back here. I cut holes in it with a Dremel, real simple. Okay, and then I realized you can't screw these in because the tablet has such a shallow mounting surface, it hits those screws, so I just have this super glued in. So these fans are just super glued in, and it's literally the red and black from this one, the red and black from this one, and then I just have them to these 2 wires right here. It's really that simple, and then I just have it zip tied here so it doesn't hit the fans when they're spinning. So if we follow this cable, okay, I have my black one that's just grounded to the chassis. Okay, do not wire this to the black of the ignition. It doesn't work that way. You have to ground it to the car. And then this wire here from the fans goes back behind there over to my switch here. And then the other pin from the switch goes from, actually, you know what? I'll pull this down and show you guys here. So let's pull this down. So we have those 2 wires. So one of them is that wire from the fan, and then the other one comes out to the 12 volt constant of my radio harness, 12 volt constant. Then that's why I can turn the car on, you know, with the switch. I can turn these fans on without the car being on because it's connected to the 12 volt constant. If you don't want to use the switch, and this is what I did originally, if you don't want to use the switch, this is why this is spliced right here, is you can hook this into the ignition circuit so that these turn on when you turn the car on if you don't want to use a switch. It just eliminates the need for the switch, but of course only the fans will run when the car's running. So that's what I did there, and I think that's kind of the end of my video here. I have this running through here, and I have my monoblock amp here for my subwoofer, and then behind this panel, behind the driver's seat, I have the 4-channel amplifier for my that run to my speakers. And that's really it, guys. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. This is my first video, so I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. I work on a lot of Nissans. I actually own a couple Skylines, and I do Skyline builds. I'm going to start doing videos of that. And so yeah, if you guys want to join my channel, please like and subscribe, comment below. If you have any questions about my build here, where to get these parts, I will link all of these parts below. So until next time, guys, thank you.